but it's size and the advantage of Sakai. He stands 4 inches taller at 6 feet 3 inches tall, and he enjoys a 4-inch reach advantage. Back inside the octagon, here's Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with the next matchup tonight. 3 rounds this scheduled in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in officially 259.5 pounds in 16 professional fights. His record outstanding with 14 victories, just 1 defeat and 1 draw. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil. Here is Augusto Sakai. And across the octagon, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially 255.5 pounds and holds a professional record of 18 victories, 3 defeats, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Sofia, Bulgaria, here is Blagoy Ivanov. And your referee in charge of the action is Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog, third man in for our co-main event at heavyweight tonight. The odds makers in Las Vegas have this one as pretty much a coin flip. Augusto Sakai, minus 115 is the smallest of favorites. Blagoy Ivanov, minus 105 in the black on the other side. This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Touch of the gloves, and you can kind of see the respect from each guy with the power that each of these 2 heavyweights has as we get started for 3 possible rounds. Ivanov, the Bulgarian, but he's lived stateside for the last 7 years or so. He's trained here in Las Vegas at Extreme Couture, called Francis Ngannou a training partner. Also trained at AKA with one Daniel Cormier, to my right.
You know, for Sakai, obviously coming from Curitiba, that's kind of like a legendary place for Thai boxing and striking in Brazil. Home to the use that word again, the legendary shooter box, which obviously Mauricio Shogun Rua, Ninja, Vanderlei Silva, I mean, the list goes on. So many great fighters came from that area of Brazil.
You see Sakai circling to his left, away from the power of Blagoy. Blagoy's that very fast, tricky jab when you're circling in that direction.
Blagoy's looking for the big win. You know, he's had some good success inside the octagon. He says, this is going to be my breakout performance.
Wants that signature UFC finish in his 5th UFC appearance.
You know, he was unlucky not to get the decision against Derek Lewis. That was a tremendous fight. Both guys went back and forth. Blagoy was happy to stand in the pocket and trade with the Black Beast, which, you know, not a lot of men want to do that.
Most people actually fight Derek Lewis afraid a little bit. They want to wrestle him the whole time. But Blagoy was in there trading with him. He got some takedowns. It was a very close competitive fight. But right now, he's in there with a very tough Augusto Sakai, a guy that looks really good on his feet, moves very well for such a big guy.
Ivanov said coming into this fight, he believes he has the speed advantage in this one. Sakai thought that was pretty comical. So
nice left hand.
But
to be honest, though, Blagoy, he does have a sneakily fast left straight hand. I mean, look at that there. He exploded 3 good shots. They were fast. When you look at it, you can be forgiven for thinking, listen, this guy's not going to be fast. But when he goes, it's pretty good.
When he goes, man. He's got a tricky jab.
Look at that.
And when he explodes into you, he's so big and strong, you've got to get off that line. You cannot go straight back, or you're going to take some punches from him.
Each of these guys has gone at it with legit contenders.
Real nice body shot.
Champions.
Nice kick by Sakai.
Yeah, heavy kick. Sakai just seems to be a little bit out of range, having a problem finding the target. He's actually got a 4-inch reach advantage, so you would have thought it'd be the other way around. Now Blagoy's got him where he wants him. He's cutting the cage off. He's backed him up against the fence. Now he's going to look to go to work.
And in a smaller octagon, that could loom large in the heavyweight division.
Yeah. Right here, you got to be very dangerous when you're going with Ivanov, because he's got a real good wizard kick where he steps across, hooks your hips, and takes you down.
Clinch work here from Sakai. Ivanov escapes and throws a right hand on the way out, or left hand on the way out.
I love the way the wrestlers take, you know, a traditional martial arts throw and call it a wizard kick.
What?
That's a modified hip throw.
I mean, it's a wizard kick.
It's a shoulder throw. Whatever you want to call it, it works.
It works.
Because I saw him do it on Derek Lewis and land him on his head, and I believe he did the same to you, right?
Yeah, he's taken me down there before. Right now, you see the difference between the two. Burgoy's trying to punch, and Augusto Sakai's trying to fight more behind his kicks. You see that a lot whenever you have guys with a height difference. But right now, Burgoy is where he needs to be in the clinch, close, using head position to break Sakai's posture.
He's got to be
now
careful.
Tie clinch. Yep.
Yep, tie clinch. Got to be careful there. The taller guy coming from Curitiba, going to have excellent use of tie knees.
And for Blagoy Ivanov, you may notice the scar in the middle of his chest. I mean, this guy was fighting for his life at one point, got stabbed.
DC, you were saying he got stabbed like 50 times.
Yeah,
right?
he got stabbed a lot, man. That inside kick by Sakai just buckled Burgoy a little bit. And look at the redness on the outside of Burgoy's leg from just a couple of Augusto Sakai's kicks.
To finish that thought on Ivanov, he was in the ICU for a 6-hour, multiple surgeries, 21-month layoff between fights, and not just to survive the attack, but to come back and fight at the highest level.
Yeah.
I mean, really impressive. Final seconds here of this first round between these two big punchers. Second round is coming up.
Deep breath, deep breath. All right, good work, good work. You gotta breathe, champ. All right, look. Keep slowing down now. You gotta keep working, okay? In and out. But this time you gotta catch that leg going up. And take him down, baby.
Dá pra ele bater o direto, ele tá querendo pegar você de encontro. Sim. 2, sai pro lado
Control
direto.
distance, control distance. You gotta change the game plan a little bit. Don't stay against the cage.
Sentiu por dentro.
He feels your power on the kicks, so stay away from the cage. Control your distance, find your distance.
Ó o pau. Ó o pau.
It was a tight round.
Mas
Let's
eu vou pra
go.
você, negão.
Let's go. It was a close round.
UFC Fight Night is presented by Modelo.
Second round, fight, are you ready? Fight!
Jason Herzog helping us out. Second round. Touch of the gloves and back underway.
Oh, there it is. Starts off with a massive left hand there. You know, Blagoy came into this one the lightest he's ever been. Obviously, disappointed with the loss to Derek Lewis. Shifted a little bit of the weight. Got in the best shape of his life. He's finding the target here.
He's landed 2 real nice left hands so far.
Working the body as well, but it's a counter right from Sakai.
It's those kicks, man. Those kicks are landing for Augusto Sakai, inside and outside. And that's why Burgoy attempted the takedown.
Yeah, that's right. You know, when you're in there with the adrenaline, I mean, you know this, Dan, when you take a shot, you know, with the adrenaline, unless it knocks you out, you don't really feel it. It doesn't really bother you, but the leg kicks,
yeah,
you feel them, and it just sounds bizarre. You know, I punch you in the face, whatever. As I say, as long as you don't get knocked out, I mean, you can be stunned. You know, you see a flash of light and you hear that sound. Yeah. I get that all the time.
Ears start ringing.
Still get it to this day. But the leg kicks, they get your attention fast.
Ivanov knows something about power punchers, trains with Francis Ngannou, and Ngannou's a guy who doesn't really go easy at any point.
No, he's probably going pretty hard. Hey, man, this Sakai has some good movement. He has real good body maintenance, good body leverage. He knows exactly what he's doing out there. He's feinting, he's moving his head. The moment they go to space, he's the guy that stays in a real technical stand-up style. Look at him. Watch his shoulders. Constantly moving, popping. Kid has a ton of skill.
UFC Fight Pass presents Fight Lore, a brand new animated series bringing the fables, legends, and untold stories of combat sports to life. Witness the best stories never told that you can't find anywhere else. Step into our world. UFCFightPass.com.
Yeah, Blagoy's he's throwing his shots way out of range, which is a sign of desperation. That one connected there, but the last few shots, you know, he was way out of range when he's just trying to swing an overhand right or right.
That left hand landed on the chin of Sakai.
Body
you
kick
hear
and
the pop on
heavy
that.
fire coming back from Ivanov. Yeah, that left hand from Ivanov was strong.
Yeah, that was a good punch, but Sakai landed a massive body kick there. Now you could look for Blagoy to go to his takedown here. Re-dig inside, try to get his left underhook.
Hear the heavy breathing between these two heavyweights.
Hey, these are two big guys fighting at a good pace, throwing heavy leather, knees to the stomach. Looks like Sakai's trying to look for a takedown here.
Sakai's just working. He's doing a good job of leaning into Blagoy. Leaning into Blagoy, making him carry his weight.
Just a little backhand there.
You can see the difference in the attack. Ivanov going up top. And Sakai has been working the legs.
Yeah, and Ivanov is starting to look a little labored in his movements.
Where Blagoy's having success is when he throws that straight left hand to the body. But these kicks, he's got to check them.
That was nice work. Land the jab and then look for the big power shots. You got to set everything up with the jab. I mean, big heavy shots are awesome if you can land them. But if you use the jab, you'll have way more success landing the left hooks, the right hooks, the straight lefts.
And a low kick from Sakai.
Yeah, he's starting to beat up his legs. Yep.
He's starting to limp now. He's really feeling those.
All those leg kicks by Sakai are starting to pay dividends.
That's 1-2 from Ivanov.
I mean, these two are just clubbing each other now.
Final minute of round number 2 here in our co-main event, ranked heavyweight contenders, as Ivanov fires another left cross. Those leg kicks take some of the power out of the sting of those punches from Ivanov.
Yeah, that was a nice straight left, but you can't just set your feet and throw like you used to when you take all those leg kicks. Oh, nice
takedown of the fight here goes to Ivanov.
What a nice hammer fist from underneath.
Good takedown there by Blagoy. He needed that takedown.
Yeah, but he's got to make it work. He's got 30 seconds left. I mean, it's all well and good getting that takedown, but you got to think Sakai, you know, this is his round, and unless he gets some significant damage, you know, the takedown isn't going to win the round for him.
But the takedown was good to break the rhythm. Sakai was really starting to find his rhythm. He was starting to find his target.
Yeah, you're right. It might make him doubt himself, you know, maybe not quite as loose with the strikes.
But Ivanov with the takedown, and he'll end round number 2 on top. Third round coming up.
Have a seat. Breathe, take a deep breath.
Breathe. Yeah. Come on, you gotta work, champ. You gotta work. Deep breath. Come on, you gotta work, champ. You gotta work.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we see some creative striking from Sakai. He missed with the right hook, but then came back with the back fist. And then there's a big right hand. That opened up a cut on Sakai.
Final round.
Nice work from both guys. Round 3, let's do this.
Final 5 minutes in our co-main event here. Which of these ranked contenders gets the victory in the heavyweight division?
And this fight could be on the table because round 1 was very close. I thought Augusto Sakai won round 2. This could be the determining round of the fight.
Yeah, the striking numbers, neck and neck. Ooh. Nice counter there from Sakai, who goes back up top, but even escapes the damage.
Sakai seems to be the one turning up the tempo now, so to speak, fighting at a, you know, he's throwing more strikes, more sense of urgency, finding the target more often.
Also, he's just much more technical, right? When Blagoy's throwing and missing, he's missing much bigger than Augusto Sakai.
Nice
there were some
slip.
big misses there by Sakai with some good head movement from Blagoy.
That was nice. Parry the jab. Come back with the right hook. As you said, Daniel, you can see a technical advantage in the striking department for Sakai for sure. On the flip side, you know, Ivanov is so tough.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's never been knocked out, I think, in his professional career. He can take these all day long, but it's not the smartest approach.
Sakai.
That was a
landed.
big jab.
Nice combination. Finished with the left. Now off his feet with the flying knee attempt.
Yeah, Sakai certainly seems to be the fresher guy as well.
Yeah.
He's a big man, 6'4", 265 pounds, throwing flying knees in the third round.
First martial art for Sakai was Muay Thai, 14 years old. Started doing competitions at 18 and then didn't get into jiu-jitsu until his 20s. Kind of married it all together nicely, and at 29 years old, contender to look out for.
You could say he's doing a mixture of martial arts.
You could say that, Bisping.
One would say that.
This guy, man.
Right, standing right in the center, and Sakai certainly seems to be the fresher fighter here. But in the heavyweight division, you just never know. Nice combination from Ivanov.
Yeah, listen, you can't count Ivanov out. I mean, he's slowly starting to fall further and further behind, right? Sakai's finding the target, but just when you think, you know, he's looking like, you know, a one-way fight, Ivanov fires back and lands a couple of good shots.
Body lock as they go to the fence halfway through the third and final rounds.
Watch the knee and the elbows here.
Oh, nice uppercut, dirty boxing there from Sakai along the fence.
There it is, DC.
Oh, he got the fence! He grabbed the fence. He held the fence to keep him up. That's very bad. That's very bad. You can't grab the fence like that to stop the takedown.
What do you think? Do you think
I mean, that's bad.
you go
That's
straight
bad.
point there?
You were going. He was actually going. I thought the takedown was complete, but he was holding the fence, and the fence actually held him up. That's a bad foul. Oh, he got the fence.
Herzog stepped in with the warning. I think they heard you in there,
Oh, my
too.
God.
Yeah, look at that. They're showing us the replay here, and yeah, it was the grabbing of the fence that clearly stopped that takedown.
Yeah, all the action was going in the opposite direction, and for a close fight like this, that could change everything.
And we've seen that. We've seen that time and time again. If you stop a takedown, sometimes you grab a fence and they'll let it slide a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you actually stop the takedown, if that's the reason you
Yeah.
weren't taken down, often they'll take a point for that. And as you said, Dan, that'll change everything.
Changes everything here, you know, in a very close fight. But that was that's a 1-point foul. You know, if the referee or the judges see the difference, that's a 1-point foul. That's how egregious that was.
But play on was the call after just the warning. And now in the final 60 seconds, Ivanov with a nice leg kick again. Stand right in the center. Who's got the big shot in the final minute? Perhaps a little more urgency here from Ivanov, and he caught him with a big left.
Yeah, that was a huge shot. Sakai just wore it, though, and then kind of grinned at him afterwards. I mean, he does have a gigantic head, but I was going to say what a chin this man has, but
Yeah, he's got a great chin.
it's a big chin.
Significant strikes by the round. You can see how close this fight is. Sakai putting it together, but man, who knows if this fight goes to the ground there.
I mean, it's still a close third round. Still a very close third round. But
Sakai-
if
Go
we're
ahead.
talking about the action that took place, Augusto Sakai had a really good round.
Ivanov turning up the pressure here this last 30 seconds.
Yeah, final seconds here, and they will end this fight along the fence in the clinch. All right, DC.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about the fence grab. Blagoy here is going to that wizard kick. Look right here. Augusto Sakai is actually falling, and he grabs the fence to hold himself in place. That's really, really, I mean, pulled the fence out of place in order to keep himself from going to his back. That is a very bad fence grab and changes the momentum of the fight.
Nonetheless, we will still get the judge's decision It's coming up after this.
Thanks, Jesus. Thanks, God. Glória a Deus. Quarta seguida, hein? Vamos que vamos. One more. Let's go, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for support.
In a very back and forth close fight, we still await the judges' scorecards after Blagoy Ivanov and Augusto Sakai go 3 hard rounds. A couple of ranked heavyweight contenders, and only one will leave with their hand raised. Joe Martinez is on his way into the octagon. And we'll get the final instructions here. Man, that fence grab looms large, but a point not taken away. So we'll see how the judges saw this one. And for that, here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and here are the totals. Judge Michael Bell scores it 30-27 for Ivanov. Judge Kamijo 29-28 for Sakai. And Judge Ron McCarthy has it 29-28. Your winner by split decision from Curitiba, Brazil, Augusto Sakai.
That decision was brought to you by the United States